There are two AI tools called Canvas right now, one from Topview and one from Higgsfield, but picking the wrong one will burn your credits and your whole afternoon for nothing. I ran both through the same project to highlight the differences so that you can know which one's best for you. Topview is sponsoring this video, but they specifically asked me to keep the comparison honest because truly these tools are not built for the same job. For the purpose of this video, I'm going to divide AI users into two groups. We've got general creatives who do things like test image models, create AI influencers and ads, mock up prototype visuals, etc. Then we've got narrative AI creators who are actually making films and series with these tools. That second group, the narrative creators, is exactly who Topview built their canvas for. Topview Canvas is an open node-style space with an agent built in so that you can ideate, plan, and generate a film all in one unified visual workflow. So here's my test. I want to make a film about an Arctic explorer befriending a wolf. I'll drop that one line in the agent chat and then give the identical prompt to Higgsfield's Canvas agent assistant and let them do their thing. Higgsfield has given me this node structure for an image and a couple of different shots, but when I generate the assets, there's really no continuity between them at all. There's also no real story arc or anything. Higgsfield did the basic organization and node creation, but that's about it. My result from Topview's agent was very different. Inside the chat, it's given me a full story outline for our film. We've got the genre, hook, protagonist info, and core conflict that inform the story structure. Below that, we've got an entire story draft that begins with the explorer getting stranded in an accident, meeting a stray wolf in a cave, and concludes with the wolf helping him escape to his rescue. There's even a film rhythm and shot language brief included to convey the cinematic techniques that the agent wants to use to create the film. All of this, and we haven't even spent one full credit yet. These details look good to me, so let's see what's next. The agent followed up with a cinematic style description for the film, which it's calling Frostbitten Realism, and attached a reference image to my canvas to keep all of my future generations in line with this style. Again, I think that this reference image looks amazing, all the lighting and the details look great, so I'll tell the agent to proceed to the character and scene preview for our film. Once again, before we use larger amounts of credits on generating images, the agent is showing us a full written breakdown of the prompts it'll use to make our explorer, the wolf, and the ice cave. Now we can scan through all of these prompts and make sure that everything looks good. To me, I think all of these look great, except I want the explorer to be a bit younger, maybe like in his 30s instead of his 40s. And I also want him to be wearing an orange parka instead of a green one because I think that the orange will pop better off of the snow. I asked for those changes, the agent applied it, and we're ready to generate visual references from these new prompts. We've got our ice cave, protagonist, the wolf, and a major prop, the flare gun, all rendered onto the canvas in visual form. These automatically arrange themselves vertically, but we can take any of these asset nodes and drag them around wherever we want on the canvas to keep things organized in whatever way looks best to us. Now, after these are rendered, you can go in and make changes if you want, but personally, looking over these, I think that these look really good, so I'm just gonna leave them as is. The next step is planning out the individual shots, which Topview's agent has laid out for us in 5 different sequences, followed by 4 scene cards on the canvas. From these scene cards, we can generate a quick visual storyboard with GPT Image 2, which are a great way to visualize your story before generation, but we don't actually want to generate the videos from the storyboard. Instead, we'll go back up and hit generate on the scene preview itself, and here we can adjust the typical video settings like model, resolution, and aspect ratio. Now I'll hit generate on all of them, and in a few minutes, we've got our shots. I have to be honest, the first ones I'm not super thrilled with, which is normal with AI, you need to iterate stuff. So I told that to the agent and asked for new reference images to make the video generations better. Now it's given me those reference images, and here's the nice thing about the canvas layout. I can just grab these old assets from before and drag them out of the way. I'll line up the other reference images just to stay organized and have the agent update the video prompts. Now we'll give it a go again. These results are a lot better than before. They're not perfect. Like, according to the script, this should be dried meat, which makes way more sense for an explorer to be carrying around than like an entire raw steak, but you get the idea. What matters is all of the most important stuff like character, location, and prop consistency stay locked in. By the way, from a workflow perspective, all of the things that you just saw the agent create, like AI images, videos, audio, and assets, these can be manually added into your canvas as well, so you can import recurring characters or things that you've already created. Finally, since all of our video clips are rendered, we can use Canvas's built-in timeline feature to view all of the clips together as one film and even export them in one combined video file. So that is Topview's Canvas. It's very much optimized for film and story creation. Higgsfield, on the other hand, doesn't have nearly as comprehensive of an agent attached, and their canvas is more optimized for general AI creation, brainstorming, testing, and team workflows. With Higgsfield, you basically have all of the built-in tools from their platform, including LLM models, image gen, and prompt boxes, but just put into a node-based workflow. Higgsfield Canvas is also super optimized for team collaboration with features like canvas sharing, annotation, and a built-in chat. But I did experience some serious usability errors and glitches when I tested it out. You can see what those were in a full detailed breakdown on Higgsfield's Canvas by watching this video up over here, and if you're interested in trying out Topview's film-centered canvas, then you should check out the link that I have down in the description.